these changes are going to start from things that you're going to do from like literally not even having to leave your bed. Hello everybody from Costa Rica. Today I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do pretty much on the daily to make sure that I'm designing my life. I'm an active creator in my life process. If you're wondering what that means, if you're just meeting me, so I had left my 9-to-5 job back in 2015. I was a social worker in the United States. I packed my bags and I moved to Costa Rica, and I've been here for almost 5 years. Holy crap. It's been a long, it's like, wow, that's like longer than I was in college. So when I say designing life or, being an active creator, it's you listening to your intuition and you really deciding what you're going to do with your life, not being stuck in that system where it's being decided for you. Actually, I meet a lot of people and they say, oh, I wish I could do what you do, or, I wish I could do that. And I'm like, you can't. I promise you. I'm just a normal human. Just normal, like a pretty normal over here. So here's some of the things that I do each day to make sure that that I'm actually kind of actively participating and creating in my own life. So number one thing that I do is I meditate. I've mentioned that a few times in this channel. I'm not one of those people that totally sits quiet with like, one of these numbers. It's not really my thing. I like guided meditations. I like visualizations. I like morning meditations that are getting me centered for my day, helping me, all of a sudden my mind just doesn't start churning and churning with different things and thinking. I like meditations on abundance, so I can be reminded of what I'm grateful for, what I have to look forward to. I can get excited about what's in my life, because I can tell you I didn't always feel that way before. This is a practice. There's guided meditations on everything, relieving stress, relieving anxiety, everything. So if you're someone who's never really meditated before or thought you might want to try it out, I would definitely recommend trying a guided meditation. And there's endless options of them out there on YouTube for you to see which ones work for you and which ones you like and which ones you don't. So I do actually have a playlist that's visible to you guys here on my channel of some meditations that I like, that I've saved, that I enjoy. So try out some of those. They're really helpful for the mornings. They're great for nighttime. They really help you decompress, kind of process maybe what's happened during the day. And it's just recentering your energy and making sure that you're being deliberate. So I really like it first thing in the morning if you can, because you're really taking that time to decide how you're going to feel for that day. And that's really powerful and important. You want to get ahead of what's coming in your day. Sometimes we don't know what's coming in our day. But if we can get ahead of it vibrationally, we're going to feel better. Another thing I do just about every day, being grateful. Being grateful is really important. Sometimes I make a list of what I'm grateful for. This is a super simple, easy thing that you can do. Sometimes we get really caught up and we kind of forget how much things we have in our lives to be grateful for. So it's really just getting our mindset in that practice and to be looking for those things, because more of them are going to show up and we can be expecting more to show up. And it's just really good to appreciate what we have. Journaling. I probably don't get to doing this every day, but I definitely do journaling when I feel like I need to process something, when I want to put some of my emotions out. Even I do a lot of just like sometimes writing about what I'm grateful for. I do a lot of writing about different areas of my life. Like this morning, for example, I wrote about my career, but I wrote about my goals as if they're already happening. That's another really important thing, is you need to believe whatever things are going on in your life, you need to believe that they're actually happening. You need to get that feeling like it's happening and it's in the process and you can get excited about it. Try not to get upset if you're not there yet. I'm not there yet in a lot of things. And honestly, we're never really fully gonna be anywhere, if that makes sense. So life's about the process. So be appreciative of where you are in the process, and it's okay to be super excited about where you're going in the process. For me, that really helps. That helps to give me some kind of direction about where I am going. Which leads me to my next point, be flexible. So I like to think that in this process, usually I'm clear about where I want to go. I'm clear, okay, I want to go for here and I want these things, but I also want to be open for better options. I've had a lot of really cool instances, which I'll share in future videos, that things happen that I could not have imagined, wonderful things. So maybe in my mind, I was like, I want this to happen and then this to happen and this to happen. And the universe was like, hold up, we got something better for you, but you got to do this, 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 and this the first. So be open and flexible, and know that whatever you want is on its way. It's coming, and maybe it's coming in a way better way that you ever could have imagined, which has happened many times to me. So just important to keep in mind. Enjoy the process, but be open and flexible as to how things come into your life. Another thing that I use a lot is my own intuition. Something to tune in daily to on everything, different subjects, and I will do a separate video on how I like to do that. So we have an intuition. I call it our inner Google. Our inner Google search engine. It has all the answers. So the more you can get into a nice, good, clear space, whether that's through meditation, just being present, being mindful, just kind of clearing that energy space, you can hear the answers and the next steps that you need to be doing. And that's how I've taken most steps, at least in the last few years in my life, just by relying on that and listening to it and trusting it. So trust is a big thing. Sometimes we got to trust in this process. That takes a lot of practice too. One way to practice having more trust in your life, which I do try to do every day, is look at the way that things are working out for you. Look at the way that things have worked out for you in the past. So, sometimes when we're in a kind of a crappy situation or something's going on that we don't like, we say, oh, why is this happening to me? Like, what's going on here? I would just say trust. Trust. Just trust. It's hard, but you just do what you can, rely on your intuition, connect with yourself, do the next steps that you feel you need to do, and then trust that process. Just keep trusting. And it takes a lot of practice. How sometimes, depending on what your most recent history has been, you can say, well, how can I trust this? All these bad things have happened. Well, it's not ever too late to turn that around. So if bad things, things are happening, that's when we need to look at different areas in our life, and then we can begin to trust a little bit more in that process. So those are some of the things that I do each day, just to make sure that I'm being conscious about what's coming into my life and what I'm creating. So again, it's like usually the meditation. I make sure that I'm feeling clear. It doesn't always happen. We have our moments, but I can say I get out ahead of those moments by making sure that I have that time for self-reflection, meditation, journaling, being grateful, trusting, especially, that comes in those moments of panic, or those things that when they do happen, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to trust. I'm going to hold on, ride the ride. So these are the things that really, they're small. They literally don't even require for you to leave your bed. You actually know you don't have to leave your bed for any of these things. So if you are stuck at home right now, or if you are at your 9 to 5 and you're not happy, you're looking for a change in your life, these changes are going to start from things that you're going to do from literally not even having to leave your bed. You don't even have to leave your bed to do this stuff. You don't. Let me check. Journaling in your bed. Meditating in your bed. Being grateful in your bed. Being clear about what you want. You can do that in your bed. Trusting, taking action. Depends what kind of action. Being flexible and open and tuning into intuition. All of these things, you don't even have to leave your bed to do it. So there's literally no excuses as to why someone shouldn't be doing these things. I'm telling you, these exact things are life-changing. And maybe there's more. There's more. You could do affirmations. Figure out what it is that you need to look at in your life, and then figure out what tools you need to be doing in order to get your desired outcome. And again, those tools are all in here, and they're in here. Most importantly, they're going to come from here. It's not going to cost you money to do them. It's not going to cost, you don't even have to leave your bed. I mean, I like to make my bed and, gotta feel clear. Clean up your house if you gotta do it. But there's no excuses as to why these things can't be done. So, thank you for watching. If you like inspirational content, if you want to hear more of it, definitely subscribe to my videos. I will be sharing content about these kind of things. I'm very passionate about this stuff. I don't know if you could tell by the way I'm talking about it, but I'm very passionate about it because I want people to be living their best lives. It's all a process. I'm in the process. We're all in the process. But I just want people to know that it is possible. It is totally possible. So, and it is possible for you. So yeah, if you like this, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and I will make sure to be posting more. And have a wonderful day.